Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Lamar off the play fake. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. Lamar out of the pistol. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it! And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown! The Dolphins parlay the turnover into a lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep. That
quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down, here's Lamar. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
From the pistol, Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Hey, 21, TA. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go.
Now with the play clock running down, Mike McDaniel signals for a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down now, ball at the 33.
21G. All right. Ready, G. Wait there. Ready.
Here's Tua. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Top on three, kick.
Second down carry for Achane. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now with the play clock running down, Mike McDaniel signals for a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa now. Here's a screen for Achane. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Baltimore running its offense out now. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Flying down the middle of Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Tua now from the gun. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Working quickly here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready. All right,
Throwing again, here's Tua. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue, and that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Waddle makes the catch. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. And you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Throwing again is Lamar. Getting out to his left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second
All right,
and
fellas,
9.
listen up. Hey, whoa.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins push their lead to 21-zip already.
Ravens nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. A draw now. This is Henry. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Now Jackson off the play action. Escapes the pocket. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Lamar throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play,
Well, a further look was all for naught. The call stands. John Harbaugh's challenge fails. Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Sends pass.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a base.
With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Miami. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180. What's up?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
20.
Goff now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Miami set to take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
All right, go.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Play action. It's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a ring on a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you in the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
We go, cut! 180!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Goff.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. 4 on Lions.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Goff.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Goff throwing again.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Bates' kick is good.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Corner 44. Ready. Ready, team! We gotta switch it up.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Watch it, Oscar. Ready, team! Ready.
Here's Tua. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Yeah, ready.
Tua going to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
All right. Hey.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Turbo 3, kick.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Gibbs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Goff. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs from 10 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Dolphins 3.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Tua sets up to pass it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Hey, 21 TX. Hey. 20 TX. Someone one high. Ready.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's right. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker room. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in this second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll drop the throw. And right with it here over the middle. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Right here.
At the 25-yard line.
Tua going to give this to Wright. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
21G.
On 3rd down, H.A. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over first and 10.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a run here off the RP.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It's second down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
Still on his feet. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
87 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wright's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 39-yard line.
Now Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Ready.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Tua on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Team, let's go. 20.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4.
44.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Turbo 1. Watch it, Oscar.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Complete to White. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Counterplay. Here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
To throw is gone.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. To the air again. Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Ball looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
We go tonight.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Goff looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
180!
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Cut.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Now gone.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw here is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Throwing now, Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
After reviewing the play.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
120.
Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
At the 5-yard line.
Goff going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The completion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Again, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
And out come the Dolphins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.
with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
When you're hot, yeah. When you're not, no. Hey, fellas. Oh. When you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To the air right away. Here's Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain of 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
To throw is Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Shuck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Tua going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
York able to send this one through.
And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they'll take him to the ground quickly. But he's able to get it down to the 41-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked
a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Tua to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Tua.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw now, Shuck. Open man has tipped him.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
47-yard line.
Shuck now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Let's go.
Play action. Shuck. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's second and 3. To the air once more. Shuck. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's good.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara from 8 yards out. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
Makes the score Saints
so that
10,
drives 7 plays in length.
7.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 14.
The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
36 yards.
That one goes for 36 yards.
First down.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devon Achane.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Saints 10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action now. Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll go play action with Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Cade York to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be out bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Shuck. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Shuck. This one taken in by Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready, set. Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check up.
Shuck looking to throw once more. Over the middle, he finds Vele.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Shuck. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of time. Just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in. Pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Throwing, Shuck. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a Saints first down. First and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And throwing again here, Shuck. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
At the 15-yard
And you hate
line.
to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense,
under pressure, and they got to him again. Matt Judon dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Ready? Let's go.
On play action, Shuck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Dolphins.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
To throw now, Shuck.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Play action. Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll indeed go. Here to Shuck. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 70 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready, Shaq? 118, let's go. Whoa.
Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Here's Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Dolphins 31.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready up.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready.
Shuck now to throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Shuck.
Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
2nd and 10. To the air again. Here's Shuck.
And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on.
They'll look to throw again. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Nick Westbrook-Akine.
52 yards.
And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their
New
own
Orleans
35-yard
offense back
line.
out and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Shuck. Open man downfield. It's Bailey. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of
Well, this game was
22
decided a
yards.
while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
60 Bisons.
Off the play fake, Shuck.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the gun, Shuck. Over the middle, he finds Vele.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.